Welcome back to Tutor on a Bike. Today we're going for a little run out to along the coast to a little place called Dropcliff, which is very picturesque. Now that the wind has finally died down, I'm hoping to get some drone footage of there because it really will come out really well, I think. I hope so anyway. So what's the news since I was last on? Well, I've had a recall from my bike. I got a letter from BMW saying that the drive shaft needs to be replaced at 40,000 kilometres, which I'm told is 36,000 miles. And wouldn't you know it, my bike is done currently 35,841 miles. So I guess I'm getting a new drive shaft. I hope it doesn't take long because, as you know, the bike has been off the road quite a bit already this year because of the issue I had with the crank position sensor. So fingers crossed, if I get it booked in with BMW, it won't take them long to fix it. If it does take a while, they'll probably offer me a courtesy bike, which, to be honest, I'm really not terribly interested in. You like what you like. Yes, it's always nice to ride a different bike, but depends on what it is. I mean, if they gave me a 1300 GS, it might spoil me for this one, which would be no use at all because I can't afford the new 1300. So anyway, this road takes us along the coast, which is quite pretty. And takes us through some nice little villages. I'm going to be adventurous. As you'll see, your view has changed, so you're no longer looking at the Chinmount camera, although I do have the Chinmount camera on. I'm using the one in the wing mirror, which hopefully should get you a better view. Obviously not in the back of the van all the time, and also means that you're not going to see what speed I'm doing. This is a little bimble today. I'll not be going fast, but there are times where I perhaps stretch the speed limit a little, and I don't want to be hoisted by my own petard or someone reporting me to the police because of videos that I've recorded myself. And there are people that would do that because, well, that's just what some people are like, I guess. So the weather's turned out nice. It was actually nicer yesterday. Full confession, I started to record this yesterday and messed up the footage. So I was hoping today would turn out nice as well so that I could start again. This is all still very new to me. Video editing is very new to me and it's unbelievably time consuming. I didn't really appreciate how much effort would go into editing videos. So a newfound respect for all these ladies and gentlemen out there that do it all the time. I'm not going to get past, I don't think. Yeah. Right now. There we go. Right, we're not in any hurry today. The day is my own. I'll get back before my wife gets home from school. From looking after other people's children, so I can mop her fevered brow, because other people's children are, by all accounts, a nightmare. I've always said that children are a bit like farts. You don't mind your own, but you can't stand anybody else's, and that's pretty much my feelings on the matter. next place that we're going to come to is called New Abbey, and it's an absolutely beautiful little village. As the name suggests, it has an abbey and has a working water wheel and Cornmill, and it's just very, very oldie-worldy. I would have liked to have put the drone up over the abbey because, well, it's a ruined abbey obviously, but it is quite a nice building. But I think for about the past 8 years it's been covered with scaffolding. I think the plan is to maintain it or strengthen it so that it doesn't collapse or fall into even more decay. But and I don't know why it's taking quite so long as it is. I think it perhaps is probably due to lack of funds. But yeah, it's all covered in tarpaulins and scaffolding at the moment, so it doesn't look all that pretty. If I can find a picture to put up of it without that covering, then I'll put that up just now. Otherwise, you just have to take my word for it that it's pretty. That's a good lad. Coming into New Abbey now. So the Abbey is sometimes called Sweetheart Abbey. It was built by a lady called Lady Devorguilla, I think is how you pronounce it, and it was built in memory of her husband who had died. It was built in 1273, would you believe? 850 years ago. So Lady Devorguilla built the abbey. It was a monastery, a Cistercian monastery, and was the parish church right up to the 17th century. Lady Devorguilla's only other claim to fame, as far as I'm aware, is that she was father of John, King John I of Scotland. He was king from 1292 to 1296, so only 4 years. And he, this was before the days of primogeniture, so it wasn't automatically the firstborn of the last king that became king. I think the nobles would fight it, argue it, or however they did it, voted in to be king. So King John I, excuse me, this is where his mother set up camp. It's also the burial place of Sir William Paterson. Now, Sir William Paterson was born in Tynwald, which is just a few miles the other side of Dumfries, and he's buried here. He was a Scotsman, and believe it or not, was the founder of the Bank of England. So there you go. Can't keep us Scots down. So that was New Abbey. I may take a little walk round New Abbey with the GoPro at some stage, because it really is quite spectacularly lovely. So I gave you a little bit of history there. I am obviously by no means a historian, and there is an awful lot of Scottish history, an awful lot of hidden facts that I simply don't know about. Put on my heated grips, my hands are getting a little bit cold. So if you want to know more about Scottish history, I can strongly recommend a friend of mine. His name is Bruce Fumi. He has a YouTube channel called Scotland History Tours, and he is enormously knowledgeable. in all matters Scottish history. His channel content is amazingly well researched and brilliantly presented. As an extra bonus for you, if you like, is that Bruce's other job is a stand-up comic. He's done shows all over the world, Australia, Canada, New Zealand, and very entertaining chap. And his presentation of Scottish history is anything but boring and makes you want to watch more. So I'll link him down below. Please visit if you're interested, because he just has a knack of making history interesting. So this road, in case you're interested, is the A710. It's not a bad road at all, and as you can see, it leads to the coast. There we are, starting to get the coast into view now. It is a nice day. It's still quite cold according to the dashboard here. It says it's 8 degrees. And it feels it, I can assure you. That's why I've just had to put my heated grips on. When I came out yesterday, I came out a little bit later and it was 13.5 degrees, which was lovely. But it's cooled down significantly today. And I think we're running into rain at the weekend, so get out while we can. Seems to be a lot of random people standing about. Don't know what's going on. Maybe they're there to cheer me on. Hey. Isn't this pretty? People skip over the Scottish borders, heading to the Highlands, and nothing against that. I'm a Highlander myself. But really and truly, you're missing out. Roundabout Dumfries and Galloway, the Lothian borders, absolutely stunning views sometimes, lovely roads when they're not clogged up by camper vans, and yeah, come and visit, just don't all come at once. Kirkbean. Don't know anything about Kirkbean other than the fact that they've been telling me there to slow down. Yeah. Very nice little place. A pub. Every village needs a pub. They've obviously resurfaced this bit of the road. It's lovely and pothole free, but still pretty lumpy bumpy. That's a view opened up, so I don't think you'll see it on the camera, but out to the left in the Solway area there's an offshore wind farm. Green energy, that's what we like to see. So when we went up to Preston Mill, when we went up to, where did we go? Cumnock area, a video or two ago, we saw quite a lot of the windmills. So now we've got offshore wind farms. It's windy as hell. I hope I've made some adjustments to my microphone again, so I hope that there's less wind noise. But it is unfortunately just one of the facts of life living here, is that we do have a lot of wind. Living next to the coast, I mean, out there's the Irish Sea, which can get quite bad. Storms occasionally. So yeah, wind is a fact of life, especially as you get older, eh? Excuse me. Mains Riddle. It's a 50. No idea what these random little settlements were built for. Farming, I would assume. It's a bit far away for fishing. It wasn't as sharp as I thought it was going to be. Lovely little area, and right on my doorstep. I started this video probably 5 minutes from my house. Ooh, big pothole. Marked it with a cone. That's very nice. Why not fill it up? I think the roads everywhere nationally are a shambles at the moment. They're blaming the amount of rain that we've had over the winter time, and yeah, I can see that happening, but councils have no money to do up roads anymore, so they just deteriorate and deteriorate. It would appear, certainly in my area, that the only time potholes get filled is if people report them. So people go around doing their civic, oh jeez, babes, that's terrible. People go to Calkerbush. No sniggering at the back now. Think yourself lucky I'm not taking you to Cockermouth. So yeah, people are reporting the potholes, and if enough people report them, the council come along and throw some tar into them. But to be honest, the state of some of the repairs, it looks like they've filled the potholes from a helicopter. Excuse me, so I don't think they'll last. Nice. There's a lot of dead trees hanging over the road there. They really could do with coming down. I hope the camera does justice to just how lovely this is. careful. People who know the road come flying along here and cut the corners. I almost had a little incident yesterday by that very thing. White van man going hell for leather, cutting the corners. A bum twitching moment. Little cabin. Double yellow lines. Really. So this is Sandy Hills. So it's a lovely sandy beach, which you'll see just coming into view here. Smashing place for a barbecue in the summertime. We've been a few times here. My son and I go metal detecting on that beach for a bit of fun. Not find anything exciting, but Ben is quite happy if he finds a 10p or a 20 pence. But it's more just getting them out, keeping them outside, getting them off the computer. Like all children, he would spend all day on the computer if we allowed him, so we're quite strict at restricting his time, because otherwise he would turn white and get fat and never go outside. This is hardly exciting. There we are. Cyclists. Afraid to say, chaps, you've got quite a long climb ahead of you. This is quite a steep hill. I go cycling periodically with my son, but I don't know how long that'll last, because at the moment he's still young, so he doesn't go that fast, so I can keep up with him. But when he gets older, I think I might struggle. Might be time to get an electric bike at that stage, I think. At my great age. Oh, jeezy peeps. I might struggle to keep up with a youngster on a bike. Oh, jeezy peeps, man, this road is awful. You'll not get the benefit of this because the hyper smooth and the GoPros should smooth it out, but I can assure you we're bouncing up and down like we're on a trampoline. Ah, smooth bit. Rough bit. Right, Cove End. It's got a school and a pub and a village hall and a shop. There you go. Ooh, nearly missed the entrance. So we're going into Rockcliffe now. Excuse me, I'm sorry I've got the cold a bit. It's been hanging on for about 3 weeks now, but I think I'm beginning to get over it. So Rockcliffe is a little village in a cove. I think it was fishing traditionally. Most of the houses down here are holiday homes, and people complain about the fact that they're not lived in that much, and oh, we're keeping the locals out the market, but I don't necessarily think that's the case in my opinion. You can see the time that it's taken and the standard of roads that we've gone to get to here. It's not really convenient for working age local people, so why not have them as a holiday home? At least they're getting used and not falling into ruin. And I would imagine, being as close to the coast as this is, winter gales can be pretty severe, and if you don't want to live here full time and you want to avoid the gales, then good for you. I would do the same myself if I had the money, to be honest. So here we go, that's Rockcliffe over to your left. Isn't this picturesque? Ooh, you bugger! Nothing wrong with that, nothing to complain to here.